take it herself and oh. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa. Hello. We are doing more Mitski and I'm excited. I always love her visuals. They always just kind of just give more insight into the context because they're not always they're very rarely kind of straight to what the lyrics are saying. They tell a not different side, but just it just adds to the context I'm finding. And I love that about her music videos. Yeah, so I'm excited. I don't want to talk too much. So I'll do my little intro and then we'll go straight into it. So hi, welcome to Passion Dump of an Autist. My name is Valerie. If you love all things Mitski, this is a great channel. We're doing a full deep dive. We're doing the discography. We're doing the music videos. We're doing live performances. Today, we're even going to do some interviews and hear her talking about some of the things, as well as an interview I found that I believe was during this album cycle. And so, yeah, if that all sounds good to you, make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. I also have a Patreon where I put up my uncut reactions. They go up way ahead of when I'm putting this out in on YouTube. I can assure you of that. So if you're loving my stuff, it's a great way to, first of all, get the content right away, but then also just support the channel. And any and all support I appreciate. And Laurel Hell, it was such a cool album reaction experience, very different than some of the other albums, but I love the like dancey vibe. And as I've been playing it for the last week, I've been just kind of putting it on while I'm like cleaning, while I'm just kind of like dancing around in the living room. So I haven't really even been paying much attention to the lyrics. To be honest, I've just been like enjoying listening to it sonically. And so it's kind of cool to just get back to that more analysis side, which I know we always gotta bring when we're doing the music video. So I'm excited to see. So looks like we've got 4. The Only, Heartbreaker, Stay Soft, Love Me More, and Working for the Knife. I'm excited. Let's do it. The Only, Heartbreaker. Oh, okay. Oh. The fire. That's burning everything up. I'm speechless, but yeah, this is giving me, I think someone said in the comments, and I do remember, and because it is giving me like the Burning Hill reference for sure, where it's like she's feeling like everything she touches, she's burning. She's just watching it all go down. But then here's what I want to say. There's 2 people in a relationship. So where is the other person, right? Because it doesn't just take one to burn everything down. So that I will say, I think that's important context as well. And I think that plays into it for sure. Beautiful. Oh, I love when she just moves her body and expresses herself in a way. I know that there was someone who had mentioned that when people see her interpretive dance, and I'm sorry, you did educate me in the comments that it was, there was a name for the type of dance that she is inspired in this movement, and I forget, so I apologize for that But I thought that was really cool, and thank you so much for educating me on that. I think someone mentioned that some people were calling her cringe or something, which is I feel bad for people that have that type of attitude, first of all, especially calling something that is I don't even want to go there. It's ridiculous, but if you honestly are judging something that you think is cringe, it's probably because you're seeing someone express themselves in an authentic way, and that triggers you because there's something deep down inside you that is triggered by that because you know you're acting not authentic. And so people who are authentic, they trigger you. And I'm not meaning you, like the person. If you're watching this, you're probably not the people that actually need to hear this, to be honest. Because you're here, you love Mitski, and I'm fucking cringe as hell. So if you're here, then, I mean, you must be okay with cringe. Because admittedly, I am cringe millennial to my core, and I won't apologize for that. I never will. And so I just wanted to say that because I think it's just very telling, and I actually just feel bad for people. And I actually mean that, not in a mean way. I actually genuinely feel bad for people who are so concerned with being cringe because it means you're not really free. You don't feel free to be yourself, to be your authentic self, if that's triggering you watching someone else do that. So I actually do have a lot of empathy for those people, but I also think that they should keep it to themselves. You know, do the work on yourself and keep it to yourself, because it is annoying though, if we're being honest. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about cringe. I think she is incredible, and I think just because you do something that other artists don't do, that doesn't make you cringe. That makes you a fucking artist. What do you want her to do? Everything else that every other friggin' pop star does? Why? Why do you want that? We've got other people doing that. You know? Anyways, that's my rant on that. There's like something, I don't know. I like the style of it. It's like, it's not realism. There's something almost cartoony about the presentation of this. And I mean that in a good way. I like it. I think it's really cool. Let's keep going. And yeah, oh my God. And I love, like, she's just terrified, like looking at her hands. What have I done? What am I doing? I'm doing it again. Ah, oh, beautiful. I love this. Is it a dress? Yeah, red dress. Beautiful. Oh, that's cool. I'll be the bad guy in the play. Yeah, so she's watched it. She's watching it. She's burned it all down. And now she's in this like almost like wasteland. That was really interesting with the flame, and then it went out. Oh, there's like a reflection in there. I don't know what I'm seeing things. I don't know what I'm seeing things. I think that's just the folds of her dress, but I'm seeing a face in there. So I don't know what I'm seeing, what I'm on about, but here we go. Let's keep going. This game. I wanted to go back and see that. So I'll be the loser in this game. I'll be the bad guy in the play. I'll be the water main that's burst in the flooding. Right? What is that? It looks like a face, kind of. Am I, like... I am seeing that, right? I'm not, like, going, but... Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a cool... How the screenshot here is cool. This is very stimulating. I don't know what to say because there's a lot going on. There's, like, not a lot going on, but there's a lot going on. As is Mitski. Like, it's subtle stuff, and I love that. the water just dried up too. You see that? See, there's water, and then it dries up. She's being the water main. Right? Because it's like, okay, maybe she's the one that's burning everything down, but like, what's the other person doing? Right? They're just standing watching, right? Like Burning Hill. Like, where is the other person? So maybe, yeah, it's like she's like, sure, I'll take the blame, but like, actually, you actually suck. I think, because it's like, but I'm here. I'm actually here though, and present, at least. Right? I don't know. Oh my God. 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 So instead of externalizing it, she's decided to just take it herself and she's swallowed it. Like, she's self-sabotaging. I guess to like protect the other person, but it's like, in a way, it is like a self-abandonment though too. Again, where's the other fucking person? Like, can't they alchemize that together? Isn't that the point? Right? And she's just left to just like stew with that inside. She's going to like implode. Until you can't do it anymore. And then it's like, then it just becomes a whole forest fire, right? That can't be put out. It just escalates. Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. That was beautiful. And then she was like left to look at the destruction of the universe that she caused. But again, it's like taking on the universe on your shoulders. Where was the other person? Was it the other person that was in her stomach? Right? Like, but clearly they weren't there to, like, that's what happens when you don't have support. Especially when you're in a relationship that's supposed to be. I'm just like, I'm just like defending. I don't know, because it's like she's taking on so much weight and so much responsibility, but like, I think the point too is that where is the other person? And I think with the reference of Burning Hill, that makes it clear to me that that is an important aspect of it, and what can happen if you you know, first of all, you swallow everything when the person you're with doesn't allow you to feel safe to express and to express your emotions and express what's going on, then you swallow it down and eventually it just explodes and everything comes tumbling down. But is it just the person who explodes? Is it just their fault? No. I mean, it takes two. And if it takes two to create a safe space for both people to be able to express themselves in a relationship. And I think the person that's absent sometimes doesn't get the heat that they also deserve, because emotional distance in a relationship, I think, is just as toxic and harmful as someone being kind of an emotional storm. I mean, I would say finding balance is always what you should be seeking, right? So either of those extremes, is not incredibly healthy, but I don't know. That's what that makes me think of. I'm really interested with the face in the dress, what that means. I want to hear. Let me know. Let me know your theories, because there's not something like, sometimes things just like come to me. There's nothing that's like really, I'm not fully understanding, I think. So please let me know what your opinions on that are. Other than like the way, I guess, like the idea of like things festering, right? It's like you swallow things down and then they fester in your belly like that. I haven't fully put together the like face. Is it like a part of self that's wanting to come out? That's an interesting theory. Anyways, I'm open. I'm always open to suggestions, but yeah, usually I have a take and I don't necessarily have the most coherent take on that one. But that was really interesting. Really gets my brain going, and you guys know, if you've been here, I like when the wheels start turning. Okay. Stay soft. This one was confusing to me as we were going through this one, in a good way. I kept going back and forth about what I thought that meant, and I like that. I like that it's not like overly obvious, or at least not to me. Maybe it's overly obvious to some people out there. That's great. But for me, it wasn't overly obvious. It just felt like a lot of nuance, and so I'm excited to see what the video shows in this. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, it's like a little girl. Oh my. Oh. Okay. Okay. She's in this beautiful garden. Who is that? But like, who is that person with the like mask? That's so pretty. Pure and silver, you grip it tight. Okay, she's tending to a garden. This is what I'm getting already. She's tending to a garden, but she's looking over her shoulder. She knows that there's some presence there, which, I mean, that's an interesting metaphor for a relationship. Okay. Inside, like a knife. Oh, okay. Okay. That's interesting. Like wanting to, and again, when I say relationship, it could be relationship with anything. It could be a relationship to music, which we talked a lot about in the reaction. I feel like, I don't know, I got that in my head and then I couldn't get off that track, which is fine. It's fine. When we talk about relationship, it could be relationship to music. It could also be like in a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship. Like, it doesn't really matter, because relationships dynamics, you can talk about, like, yeah, I guess my point is, it doesn't really matter. The dynamics are what I'm interested in, and the nuances are what I'm interested in. And I guess the idea of like on one end you can tell that she's like being vigilant, but then also here she's wanting to pet this flower that we know has a bite to it, and not seeing the danger there though. So there's something to do with like vigilance within a relationship. There's a dynamic there that I'm picking up on, which makes sense. Take you where you need to go. Okay. To where the dark remembers you. Oh no. Oh no, she knows. She knows, and she's perfectly happy to give of herself in order to have this plant. Okay. Okay. I'm still convinced this is about music and career. Because it's like what you give to the thing that you love. Again, it could also, that's why I say it doesn't really matter what we're talking about, because it applies. It still applies. The way that you give to that thing that you love, you're like giving yourself almost sometimes to your own detriment, but you can't stop because you need that to thrive. Oh. But okay, but now something is taking her away. Okay, so then this would be like the shitty side of the industry. This is how I'm interpreting it. Again, I have no fucking clue, okay? And I haven't watched the interviews where she talks about the songs yet, so that's good. I actually like that because then I get to just talk about nonsense myself. I like talking about nonsense. Okay, so I'm seeing now this thing with a mask that like, yeah, this seems like now the industry. Because let me be clear, I feel like she's always been clear that it's the music, the art that she loves, not necessarily the industry, the celebrity, the fame. I don't think she's too interested in that aspect of it. Some artists are, and you can usually tell who it is. Some artists are, and I'm not judging, by the way. It's just different, right? But she seems to just be really just about the music. So, anyways, this person seems like because they've got like a painted nice face on, but it's creepy as fuck. But it's like it's a mask, right? So that makes me think of again that not so great side of things. So in order for her to actually survive and thrive doing her music, which is what she's always wanted to do since, I don't know, all time, like since she started loving music, I guess, she has to like deal with this other side that's trying to take her away. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. But again, I could just be hyper fixated on something, and if it is, so be it. That's how my brain works. Like right though? It just makes me because she's in this you can't tell me it's not. It's so clear to me, but again, I'm also very good at just making up stories with things that don't exist as well. With my pattern recognition, it's not always right, but like I said, I'm good at making up things. But yeah, like it starts out this like soft, golden, beautiful light. She's tending to her garden, right? And she's happy and joyful. Now it's in the dark. She's in the dark. She's being pulled away into the dark. Like, come on. Metaphor everywhere there. And maybe even like, because this person with a mask is like blonde too, so I also wonder if there are things in there to do with like, because she talks about identity a lot as well, especially being an Asian American in this industry full of, white blonde pop stars. Is there something in there with that as well, feeling this feeling suffocated by that or feeling pulled to be something that she's not. There could be something in there with that as well. So I just wanted to point that out too. Oh, that's so interesting.
Thinking of you, I tuck my hand under my weight. Just tell me what you want to do. Tell me.
And she's like, I mean, she's dancing with them now, so it's like maybe the way that you have to. Again, I'm just going off one thread, but the thread keeps coming. So, but again, it could just be me good at making up shit. but it's fun. This is what I like about art too, is that you can do that, and that's fine. It feels like the way that you kind of have to play the game sometimes. A little bit. Sometimes you have to play the game a little bit. It's just reality, unfortunately. But you try to stay true to yourself as much as possible. You have to. That's the only way to stay sane. But sometimes, yeah, you gotta play the dance a little bit. But yeah, she's miserable doing it though. And they're taking her again. It's interesting because there's like an internal battle going on is what I'm seeing. But as she kind of takes that power back for herself, even though it's like she's in so much pain and suffering and fight, but it feels like as she does that, it is taking power away from whatever this force is, right? That's coming in to drag her away. It's taking some of their power. You can tell that they're losing some of their power. She's killing them. She's killing them. Oh, here you go. Oh, it's like, what's that, Little Shop of Horrors? Interesting. She had to lose a little bit of herself in that fight. She maybe became something that she didn't like necessarily in order to win that fight. There's some really interesting stuff in that. I want to hear all your thoughts too, because fuck, there's a lot there. That was so cool. I say this every time, but this actually, I feel like they get better every time. This batch, I said this the last time with freaking, I don't know, because I really love the Nobody music video. That was really cool. But these last few have been really freaking cool too. Shit. I want to hear all the theories on that. because like I said, I was going down one thread that that's just how my brain works. Sometimes when I get hyper fixated on something, it is what it is. I don't fight against it. So again, I could be completely wrong, but that's okay. I'm actually okay with that because I'm having fun with the stuff anyway. But I do want to hear, you know, if she said anything about it that I didn't. I tried to look for interviews, but I only came up with 2 actually. So I'm sure there's other stuff out there. But yeah, just let me know. I want to hear all the theories because that was so cool. Next one is Love Me More. Love Me More. Yeah, this one was interesting. 333. Okay. Is she on the back of the motorcycle?
If I keep myself at home,
No, she's the one driving, right?
make the same mistake.
Cool.
If I keep myself at home, I won't make the same mistake that I made for 15 years. I could be a new girl. I will be a new girl. I wish that this would go away, but when I'm done.
That's interesting. They had like a marionette version of her. So it does. It makes me think of identity again. And how you're being perceived, how other people are perceiving you, or maybe controlling, manipulating. I don't know. That's what it makes me think of, a marionette.
I'm singing this song. I will have to find something else to do to keep me here.
Wow.
Something else to keep me
Whoa.
here. Here's my hand. There's the itch.
Whoa.
But I'm not supposed to scratch.
Whoa.
I need
This is incredibly overstimulating. There's so many images and I don't understand any of them, but it's really cool. She's in bed, completely wounded, watching herself in this big glamour. It's all like, yeah, it feels like different versions of self, different identities, different perspectives, how others see you, how you see yourself, how you actually are. I'm getting a lot of that. I don't know if I'm on the right track there. Love Me More. Yeah.
you to love me more, love me more, love me more, love enough to fill.
Yeah, she's like blowing kisses out to the crowd as she's like limping. Like she's like blowing kisses to the crowd while she's limping off the stage. Again, like that's got to be about this hiatus as well, right? Which I know a lot of this album does kind of discuss. You're like so wounded inside, but you just keep going, but it feels like you're literally limping off the stage. But metaphorically, of course.
Fill me up, fill me full of. I need you to love me more, love me more, love me more, love enough to drown it out, drown it out, drown me out.
Ooh, piano. Okay. Oh! Birds! Bird is like pecking at her head. The music is like making her, it's like she's,
People live, I wonder.
oh, she's trying to use the keys, the piano keys, to find safety, to find safety, to find home. Wow. Her brain, the keys is not the right keys. I love that. Oh my God, I love her brain. She's so, just such a cool brain.
How they keep it up when today is finally done.
Can you let me in?
There's another day to
Nope.
come.
the burning, the newspaper, and it's already burning. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It does feel like that. Oh, it was like a battery. Again, it just feels like, oh, okay, I gotta be like this version. I gotta do this now. I gotta go do this now. Like, just even the way she's acting in this, I'm just feeling like this urge to be something. For who? I don't know. For everybody? For a certain person? Again, you can kind of, a lot of these concepts you can kind of adopt to whatever kind of fits whatever you need it to, in a way. Reflection, right? Looking in the water. Yeah. I think I'm on the right track with just like perception. How you perceive yourself, how others perceive you, what the actual truth is. They're all different. And trying to navigate in the world. And she pokes her head through. That was like it's almost like, it was like a behind the scenes. What's actually going on? I don't know. See, I'm good at bullshitting. I'm good at just like, it could be. But that's why I like her stuff, because it you can just kind of, there's a lot of symbols, and who knows what I'm getting, if I'm getting what she was trying to portray or not. I don't know, but it is really cool. It's fun. It's fun to do. Her stuff is really fun to watch. Relationship to the public as well. Green. The red heart to the green. I mean, green is heart chakra open, so I don't know. I could be just getting real spiritual there, but that was interesting. Yeah, that was really interesting. There's a lot there. I think you could also just, I think that one is interesting too, because just even lyrically, and I think I can't remember exactly what I said because I haven't even edited it yet. But I think that I was talking a lot about how like you really could interpret this multiple ways, which I love songs that are like that, because that way you can literally take it the way that it resonates with you, and that's what I like about her music in general. But it was difficult to react because I wanted to be like, oh, like this is where my brain is going when I see this, but also it could be this, and then it feels like a puzzle where I'm like trying to figure out what's right or wrong, and that actually, in my opinion, is the wrong approach anyway. I don't think we need to know what's right or wrong. I think we just, and I do a whole speech in that reaction, but anyway, so I don't need to, talk anymore about that. But yeah, I love that about her stuff though. Okay, last one, Working for the Knife. This one was like up in the air for me too. Like I really feel like there's way more for me to discover. So I am excited about the music video. Here we go. Oh, it's so shaky. Ooh. Cowboy. I mean, that's not coincidental. That is a statement. Oh, and that's Bear Me. Right? That was like the Bury Me building thing, album cover. And I'm probably missing the other ones. Maybe they were all in there. I don't know. Those are the ones that shot out to me. Be the Cowboy. Right? Because she took her hiatus after Be the Cowboy. So, I mean, I think she's telling us the context here. A5, P3. I don't know what that is. That's important, but I don't get it. I don't know what it is. God, she looks cool.
I cry at the start of every movie. I guess 'cause I wish I was making things too, but I'm working for the knife. I used to think I would tell stories, but no.
Jenny, this is interesting. Is this a theater? It looks like it could be a theater or something, or it's like a lecture hall or something. I don't know. I haven't fully figured it out yet.
Nobody cared for the stories I had about no good guys. I always knew
Okay.
the world moves on.
Right? It's gotta be a stage. That would make the most sense.
Go without me.
And the way she's like licking the banister, like that would make the most sense to me. I swear she wore like an outfit like this for the Be the Cowboy tour, right? From the lives that we watched. So that's also telling. That's also interesting.
And so low, 'cause I'm working for the night.
Right? Yeah, it's a stage. Okay.
I used to think I'd be done by 20. Now at 29, the road ahead appears the same. Though maybe at 30, I'll see a way to change that I'm living for the night.
Yeah, so the way that she's just like working because she has to at this point, and maybe feeling like she's not doing it anymore out of the love and passion that she started with, which is why she needed that hiatus, which is totally fair. And I think all artists need to take that if they're able to, you know, financially, of course, right?
I always thought the choice was mine, and I was right, but I just chose wrong. I start the day lying and end with the truth that I'm dying for the knife.
That was an interesting image. This is so interesting. Oh. Whoa, that was interesting. I don't know exactly, but what I found interesting about that end, especially with the smile at the end, it was like when the applause was over and it felt like she was by herself, that's when she was able to fully express who she was, which is fair. I don't know if that's exactly what that meant, but that's what I took from it. That was beautiful. Oh my God. I want to hear the interpretation of that as well, because that was very intriguing to me. And I don't know if I got everything, but I certainly got a lot for myself out of that. And that was beautiful. So this is a video that the YouTube channel Mitski Thoughts posted. I think it's like a compilation, but it says it's breaking down every song in Laurel Hell. So I thought that sounded pretty fantastic. So here we go.
I'm going to be breaking down my new album, Laurel Hell, song by song. 3 words I would use to describe Valentine, Texas. Dust devils, clouds, desert motel. It starts very minimal, and then at a certain point it goes bang.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that about it.
I think it's good to start with a bang. A long time ago, somewhere in a vast expanse of America. And I was in a motel room. I had like closed up the curtains, made a really dark mood for myself, and just wrote the first verse. And then the second verse I wrote basically in the car ride over to a show in Marfa, Texas, because on the way to Marfa, there's a town called Valentine, and it's just desert. It's just like the most deserted desert you've ever seen. And I saw my first dust devils, and the clouds and everything was just so beautiful. That's where the second verse comes from.
Oh, cool.
3 words to describe working for the knife would be late capitalist, Blade Runner, resignation.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I ever write autobiographically in like the confessional sense.
Totally.
I think what I do is I feel a feeling, and then what I want to express is that feeling. So the lines are, I always thought the choice was mine, and I was right, but I just chose wrong. It means a lot of things to me, but to say it simply, it's that you've grown up, you've lived your life, or you've lived your childhood, it's over. Time has passed and you can't take back the choices you made, and now you have to live with them. I also think when you're younger, you make all these choices that you don't even realize shape the rest of your life forever, and you can't do anything about it.
I do want to say that's a really nice reminder for me, because I think I sometimes take things too literally, because I'm used to, I do listen to some artists that are more like confessional songwriters. And so it's just a really nice reminder for me to, like, when I'm listening to Mitski, to just like try to think outside of the box that way. It's hard though, because again, there's no right or wrong way to listen to anything. But I do also like to just listen to the process of an artist, and it does help you to understand a little bit more where they're coming from. So I just thought that was a nice reminder for me. I'm gonna try to clock that. Just to remember that.
So the 3 words that describe the song Stay Soft are sex, trauma, disco. Frankly, this song is about people who are hurt finding other people who are hurt and using each other to make sense of their pain. During the pandemic, I realized I really need to dance.
I mean, I definitely was getting like the confusion and a little bit of like a dynamic there that was not healthy. I think I definitely got that. But yeah, it's interesting to hear that. Yeah, it's just like actually just directly about that. Okay. Yeah, that actually hits closer to home now.
I need something to make me move and feel good. Even though the lyrical content is sad or resigned or whatever, I couldn't handle also producing music that was like dreary, and I just needed something to pick me up and get me out of the funk. I find that when a song's lyrics are very, very sad or just about something very dark, it's really hard to bring a person in and have them relate to it when the music is also just heavy-handed. 3 words to describe everyone are minimal, solitary, beak. Beak is
Okay.
actually an electronic group from the UK, and
cool.
they were a big reference for this song. And I
that's
drew
cool to
inspiration
know.
from how a lot of their production is very minimal, but it still feels significant and emotional, and it works. I wrote this song when I didn't have an instrument around, so it was just me singing to myself. And so I wrote the words and the vocal melody. I think I got too used to not having any accompaniment, because when I tried to add chords to it or I tried to add accompaniment to it, nothing was satisfying. And so I just finally
Interesting.
decided I should allow it to be this minimal thing with just a simple beat and a few notes on a synthesizer and call it a day.
Everyone said don't go that way.
It's basically my one shot at truly connecting with the listener and expressing myself to this person who hopefully will connect. And I'm trying to give everything I have
Okay.
so that I can get my feeling to that person.
Heat lightning.
I think this is my favorite.
3 words to describe the song Heat Lightning are heat lightning, insomnia, giving up but in a good way. Initially, Heat
Yeah.
Lightning,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
song basically sounded like the first half of it. But something didn't feel right, it just felt a bit boring. And then Patrick came up with the idea of like having it depart into this whole new sound. We drew inspiration from Prince and just sort of that kind of a little bit more of an R&B feel to it.
Maybe that's what I liked about it. Yeah. Because really, sonically, I
So
loved it.
Patrick Hyland is my very long time producer. We met in college.
This is a really good interview.
And we met because I needed a production student for a project and I needed it fast. I didn't really know him, but I was like, you, come with me. We just work well together, and I think I keep going back to working with him because now there's a trust. Most of the time, we don't even have to talk, we just understand. When you're making an album, you just have to allow yourself to be so vulnerable and ugly, and I have a hard time being that in front of people I don't know very well.
That makes sense.
3 words that pop into mind when I think about The Only Heartbreaker are the bad guy, relationships, dance beat.
Yeah.
I was just puzzling over this song and I just couldn't figure it out. I have, 20 different versions of it. None of it was satisfying, none of it felt good. The first layer I wanted to express in the dynamic of this relationship that's being sung about is that you, or the protagonist, always ends up making mistakes in the relationship. Somehow you're just always the bad guy, always the one hurting the other person, and the other person is always forgiving you, and you just feel ashamed and bad about yourself. But also, I wanted to express another layer where, you stop and think about how maybe you're the only one continuing to mess up because you're the only one trying, and you're the only
Yes.
one revealing
Okay.
yourself to the other person. And when you reveal yourself, you always reveal
Yes.
yourself to be ugly.
Yes.
So I wanted to get closer.
Oh my God. Yes. I mean, yes, thank you. So validating, because I was picking up on that, especially in the music video. Cool. Yes. I feel so validated. That's so cool.
To
I love
expressing
that.
the fact that people are usually never good or bad. You know, you're usually in between. For my own sake,
Most people.
I wanted to express that I
Not
am not
everybody,
a
but most
dichotomy.
people.
I am complex. I am bad and good and neither.
Yep.
And I just needed that for myself, and so I wrote what I needed.
I love that.
3 words that I think describe Love Me More are The Exorcist,
Okay.
Urgency,
Okay.
Running. There's a
Okay.
synth line on the top.
Running. How many times
That's-
have I talked about running? Anyways, okay.
It's like da 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 da. That line was inspired by Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield, who famously did the soundtrack for The Exorcist.
Interesting.
I think artists generally, unless they're geniuses, we tend to kind of go back to the same 3 to 5 themes throughout our life. So for Love Me More, I guess it's a repetition of that same theme where it's almost like somebody else loving you really hard is a really convenient distraction from yourself. And maybe that's one of my themes where I am always trying to find fulfillment via
From
other
outside.
people's love.
Yes.
Can't be healthy, but it is what it is.
Yeah, which is what I saw in the music video for Nobody. Yeah, she does talk about that theme a lot, but it's a really interesting human experience. So I love that.
The 3 words I would use to
This is
describe
really cool.
the song There's Nothing Left for You are big waves crashing. So I just
Okay.
used the narrative of somebody who had spent most of their life pursuing one singular goal. And I envisioned a person who could no longer pursue this one thing that they had spent their entire life pursuing and realized they have nothing else. I wrote this song basically as I finished my last show. So that was, I guess, the end of something that I had been working towards feverishly. And I guess I was reflecting on that. 3 words to describe the song Should Have Been Me are 80s, compassion, nuance. So this song is roughly about being cheated on, but also understanding why. I wanted to write a song about cheating that came from understanding and compassion and empathy. And the thing is, when you're in a relationship, you get to know a person and you love a person fully for who they are, and you understand all of their flaws and their good side and their bad side. I think in a real relationship, a person doesn't just become a villain because they did something wrong. The more I need forgiveness, the more open I become to forgiving. And I think I just needed a lot of forgiveness and acceptance of myself, and that made me open to writing about forgiving other people. I just needed to lighten the load and not have so much anger and shame and sadness. And I think forgiveness is the way to go for that.
That's really interesting.
3 words that describe the song, I guess: quiet, still, piano. So this song is the oldest song on the album. I don't even remember when I wrote I guess. That's how old it was. It just sat in my notebook for a really long time. I wrote just that part alone randomly on the keyboard. I heard that melody and I quickly recorded it and then went about my day, and that was years ago. But I found that that melody kept coming back to me, and I realized I should give that melody a home somewhere.
Aw,
The
that's so
lines
cool.
go, "It's been you and me since before I was me. Without you, I don't yet know quite how to live." Sometimes you've been with an idea or a goal or a person so long that it's a deep part of you.
This is so cool because even the way she's describing her song is in multiple ways. It could be a person, it could be an idea, it could be a concept, it could be, and that's kind of what I was talking about, that I pick up in her music where it's like, it is more broad in that way, but it makes it really accessible for the listener to grab onto. And I guess, yeah, this is opening my eyes a little bit more too, like what she said, where she doesn't necessarily, it's not like autobiographical or confessional in that way. It's like just trying to express a feeling. But that makes it, like I said, it's in some ways it makes it really accessible to the listener, because like I said, it is more abstract in a way where you can really grab onto it the way that you need to grab onto it, where you are in your life. And I talk a lot about that, but Mitski brings that out because I think she is a true artist in that way. Not that I'm not trying to say anything is better or worse. That's not what I'm saying, but it is something that I really respect about her and her craft.
And without them, it's like you have to figure out a whole new person to be. When someone or something has made you who you are, even if it's the end, there's a gratefulness for how you came at where you are together.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be who you are without them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a real beauty and peace to that, I think.
That's our lamp. It shines like a big moon.
3 words that describe the song, That's Our Lamp: carnival, happy, goodbye. So what I
Happy
wanted to
goodbye.
express was
Exactly.
like walking down the street with something ending inside of you and in your life, but no one around knows, and life is going
Yeah.
on as it always had around you. I wanted this feeling of liveliness and a lot of people being around. And at first we
Yes.
tried to just make the sounds louder. Nothing felt right, and then I realized, if I want to feel like people are all around me, I should just put crowd sounds in.
That's so cool.
We also mixed
I love
in
that.
our own room sounds and talking sounds, and we also sang, parts over and over together so it sounded like a chorus.
That's
And
so
that really did
cool.
the trick.
Yeah.
I've tended to end my albums on a quiet note. With everything that's going on and with the tone of the album, I think Patrick and I both felt it best if we ended with a carnival and a party.
I love that.
That's where you love me.
I really
Well,
love the end of the record.
That's it. Thank you for listening to me talk. I hope you listen
I
to
could listen to you talk
my
for
album,
hours.
Laurel Hell.
That was amazing. What a good video. Thank you. Okay. So, and this one, I don't know if it's, I think it was probably to promote Laurel Hell because it is from 3 years ago. But I don't know if she talks about the album. We dig deep into what makes up Mitski's world ahead of her latest album, Laurel Hell. So yeah, it definitely is promo for the album, but not necessarily about it. But I'm just excited to hear more about her and get to know her even more. Here we go.
Purpose of my working hard to make money is just so I can finally be left alone.
Yeah.
So, my name is Mitski, and this is my Dazed guide.
To being Mitski. Cool.
T is for tea. I don't drink coffee, but I love tea. I need green tea. Specifically, I start my morning
Literally
with sencha.
drinking green
I think
tea.
it's like sencha all the way through until lunch, And then after lunch, I like to have a black tea. You have great black teas here in the UK. It's very exciting. Ooh, G is for ghost stories. So I love ghost stories. I've loved them since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to collect them. And then I would go to my classmates and be like, do you want to hear a ghost story? And they'd be like, no. The one that scared me the most was Toiru no Hanako-san, which is, Hanako is a Japanese girl's name. And it's just about the girl in the toilet. It's never explained why there's a girl ghost in the bathroom. And she just haunts the toilet. And it's really scary when you're a kid and you're going to the bathroom alone. And you're just alone in the toilet stall and thinking, there's gonna be a ghost. I used to think like a hand would come out of the toilet bowl and just grab my butt.
Terrifying.
I don't know what it would do once it grabbed my butt, but I was afraid of the grabbing.
Terrifying. I would be scared of that too.
M is for music, because that's what I do. I mean, it's cringe, but I love it.
We love cringe.
My mom used to sing me a lullaby. I'm not gonna sing it for you because that's just for me.
Aw, good for her.
So A is for animals. I love animals. I think they're too good for us. I think we humans, even though we're animals, we're that one animal who seem to only know how to destroy. I really think the earth would be better off without us and we should all just disappear. That sounds very violent, but I don't mean it in any like concrete way. I'm not trying to destroy the world.
She's right, though.
I just think all the animals in the earth would be better off without us.
They would. They
I think we deserve to go extinct.
I'm not gonna argue about that.
I is for the internet. As much as often it is the bane of our existence, it also has given us so much. It's connected us to other worlds that we never had access to before. I remember the internet dial-up tone.
Me too.
It goes da 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 da. So I'm not on social media. I have my manager run my social media accounts, and it's great for my brain. My friends keep sending me ways that my song Nobody has been used in like TikTok, and TikTok is just, I mean, it's been very good to me. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but people have continued to use my songs on TikTok, and thank you, TikTok.
Not because I don't want her there. I would love her there, but you know, for her own mental.
I'm 31 years old now, and I guess I'm just a clueless millennial, because sometimes, I mean, I really, really appreciate your use of my music, but like I don't understand why there was a trend of like people running away from the camera while my song Nobody is playing. I don't understand what everyone's running away from. I don't think the song is that scary.
I don't remember that trend.
L is for Lost Worlds. I don't know why, but I'm just obsessed with like concepts of lost worlds, like
Atlantis.
A lot of Hayao Miyazaki films are about like lost worlds or post-apocalyptic dystopian worlds, but especially Castle in the Sky. I just love Castle in the Sky because I love even just the idea of there being a floating island up there that's deserted and has a history that we don't know about. Or like, I love the idea of Atlantis. I don't believe it exists, but every time some person or researcher is like, we have found the real Atlantis, my heart gets excited a little bit. So, yeah.
That's
my
exciting.
first Miyazaki film was Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Not fun fact, but maybe it's a fun fact. I don't know. I recently watched that, and I watched it because in a previous interview, she was talking about it, and it sounded like something I would love, and I loved it. It was incredible. So, yeah, thank you, Mitski. Just like opening my world. I appreciate it.
I had a VHS of it. And
so clearly I need to watch this.
We had to get another
Castle
one because one day I opened it up and ants had made a nest inside of it.
Oh my god.
The last thing I can remember consuming is actually the Miyazaki comic books of Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, which is interesting because the ending is really just completely different in the comic books. In the movie, it's this hopeful kind of like Messiah sort of ending. In the comic books, the ending is really nihilistic. And it basically posits that.
Interesting.
Posits something I believe in, which I said before, which is maybe humans should not exist. You know, there are a lot of Miyazaki characters I wish I could be. Like, I wish I could be San from Princess Mononoke. I wish I could be Nausicaa of Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. I wish I could be all those heroic characters, but I think realistically I would be No Face. Yes, B is for buildings. I turned 30 years old and suddenly I cared about the buildings around me. I don't know what it was. Like I lived most of my life in this like tunnel vision bubble where I
think
really
I'm
was
like
only
that.
looking at my feet. And then I
That's not
became
true.
a
I'm not like that when I'm out in nature. I'm very interested in what's around me, but buildings specifically, I don't think I've given a second thought, but I should because, you know, especially like there's some really amazing architecture that I could be enjoying.
real adult and looked around and started to appreciate architecture. And I mean, I don't know anything about architecture, but I appreciate buildings. I love the history of buildings. Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm interested in buildings. I'm also interested in haunted houses because I love ghost stories. Well, my favorite story of a haunted house is Shirley Jackson's Haunting of Hill House. I think that's my favorite book of all time. It's just, I can't imagine being such a good writer. I was in Albany, New York to shoot
I can't imagine being such a good writer.
my music video
Excuse
for Working
me?
for the Knife.
I know it's different,
And there was this beautiful stone mansion next to my hotel that just stopped me in my tracks.
Oh my God.
I didn't know
This
anything
music
about
is
it.
hilarious.
I stopped in front of it, looked at it, and I just stood in the street staring at it. And I was like, I want to live in that house. I want to be in that house. I want to be in that house. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, it was like top 10 most haunted buildings in the United States.
Oh my
So
God.
I think it was pulling me in.
but yeah.
Q is for quiet. Q
I
is for
respect
quiet.
that.
I love quiet.
Me too.
I wish it were quiet all the time. You know, you'd wear earplugs at a show, and sometimes I would wish I could just keep my earplugs in and live my life with earplugs in. Adjacent to my love of quiet is just my love of alone time.
Same.
I'm an introvert, you know. After this, with all due respect, I'm gonna go to my Airbnb and just stare at a wall. Sometimes I think the true purpose of my working hard to make money is just so I can finally be left alone. Because, you know, when you don't have money, you don't get a lot of alone time.
True.
I think I've gotten to know my limit of how many things I can do in a day before my brain stops working. So I set aside time for myself to just sit and do nothing in a place alone. And that really
So
helps me
important.
continue to be a pleasant person.
So important.
S is for shoes. My mom always told me it's so important to have a comfortable shoe because going through your day
advice.
in an uncomfortable shoe just ruins your day. I think it's so important to have, you know, a durable, well-made shoe that's comfortable to walk around in.
Practical
It just
queen.
like truly makes or breaks your day. So I'm not talking, when I say shoes, you know, I'm not talking about Sex in the City stilettos. I'm talking about like, it's really important to have a good shoe.
I
D.
respect that.
Is for dessert. I love dessert. I love sugar. You can tell me all you want how much sugar is bad for you. I don't care. It makes me happy. Especially creme brulee where it's like the
Creme
top
brulee is my
this
favorite.
thin,
That's so
crackly.
good.
You just like put a spoon on it and it goes. Ah, I think you should be allowed to have beautiful, wonderful, tasty desserts.
That was so cute. I loved that. That was awesome. That was such a fun reaction. And that was a great way to end it off, too. So, you know, we were getting really into it with the music videos, and then, you know, hearing her explanations of all the songs was always such a welcome thing for me. And then just to end off on just kind of getting to know her a little bit more, I gotta watch Castles in the Sky. I also love the song. That song, from Castles in the Sky. Anyways, let me know what your favorite music video is. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot there, so I definitely want to hear all your theories. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and I will see you for the next video. Bye.